Hello fellow pickers, it's great to see you again at Alice Ops. I have a bounty to show you as usual. We have been busy, but I'm going to be concentrating on something kind of exciting today and special for me. It's the first time that I will be doing this. Not only will I show you our latest efforts, random things from garage sales and thrift stores, but as well I have a jewelry bag unbagging. It's just a small bag and it was $1.50, and I saw this in the bag and that's what made it for me. It made me want to buy it. I don't usually buy bags or jars or things because it's so random. I know some people say, you know, it's just, you can kind of evaluate and see if a thing or two is good enough to go for it, and that's a good strategy, but sometimes the ones I've seen anyways didn't seem to have that couple of things that were worth it for me. Not for that kind of money. I can find quite a bit of jewelry at garage sales and thrift stores that are, you know, $5 for a set of rhinestone jewelry, you know, less than $5 for a necklace, a vintage necklace. You know, most of the jewelry I get is 50 cents to $2, and exceptionally when it's a set of, you know, earrings and brooch or earrings and necklace or something like that, vintage jewelry, it's signed, I'll do $4 to $5. So it's not usually worth it for me, but this seemed intriguing and I thought it was worth it. So we will debag it together. But first of all, I will show you that at the thrift store, we picked up this berry spoon. Nicely embossed. I imagine we're talking about a silver plate spoon. Probably a little older. There are no markings that I can see on it, so I don't know. We'll do a little research. I don't think it's going to be worth a whole hell of a lot, but it was 50 cents. Clang! I make music for you as well. And picked up this girly candle with part of the original tag, which is nice. It identifies it. I believe that was about 50 cents as well at a thrift stop. I'm making up words. It kind of cracked or melted at some point in its life, but I think it still displays nicely. And for 50 cents, we'll see if because there are girly candle collectors out there. I once sold a set of 3 choir people candles, girly candles, and that went for about $26. So sometimes it's worth it. Holiday candles, you know, especially Halloween or Christmas vintage candles, people can pay a few dollars for them, so that's certainly something I like to try. At another garage sale, I found this purse, which I thought quite attractive, really nice evening kind of color. It says here, handmade in Belgium. So I thought that made it a little bit special. Even though I noticed only afterwards that the handle is missing some beads. But it was $3. I thought I'd like to take a chance on that. I have a few evening bags, vintage handbags. You know, sometimes they do well, depending, especially the beaded ones, so I like to take a chance once and again. I don't think this is very vintage, but at the same time it kind of helps that it's from Belgium. and not, let's say, made in China. Maybe it has a little bit more quality. So we shall see. I don't know. I imagine that I'll price it at, you know, $15, $18 so that it doesn't hang around forever. I found these fun plates at a garage sale and immediately picked them up because I thought, that's very distinctive. I've never seen this pattern before. There are two of them and they are signed. They're signed Mangioli, made in Italy. And I asked the person who was having the garage sale how much, and she said $2 each. So I thought that would be a good thing, especially I love this cobalt blue color. Excuse the smudges, dust, and crap, because that's how I picked it up. I haven't washed them yet. But I thought that would be a fun thing for someone looking for something very distinctive and different and good quality and made in Italy. At the same sale where I got those, person also had these little ramekins, I suppose you would say. They say Saint Dalfour, France on them, and they looked in very good condition. She had a set of 4. She let me have the 4 for $2, and I thought I would try that too. I haven't seen any comparables, and the ones, well, the items I have seen that have the Saint Dalfour France on them, I don't know how popular or sought after that is, but again, I just think they're a wonderful cobalt color. It's nice that there are 4 for whatever you want to do with them, and they're, you know, anything with France or somewhere from Europe or something that is overseas, let's say, compared to us, then sometimes it attracts some people. Some collectors are happy to look for those things that they can't find just anywhere. At a thrift store a few days ago, I found this writing paper. The first page is rough, but the other pages seemed pretty good. There was no box or envelopes, but I thought that's a nice whack of writing paper, and has a nice kind of linen texture, a nice size, very good subject with the rose and the gold. It was $1, so I thought I would try that, because sometimes paper items, ephemera in general, does well. This is a box of vintage writing paper with a little bit of scripture here and some rainbows. I thought, as it was unopened, a little smudgy on the wrap here. Let's see if it's by anybody. Rainbow Holiday Stationery. Warner Press Bible Text. Stationery, USA. I picked it up for $2 and thought that somebody might be looking for a cheery little pattern like this with a Bible verse. You know, it's new. That's always a plus. And yeah, I like trying paper items because we text more and email more now. Sometimes writing paper is something that some people collect or are interested in having, because maybe you don't get as much variety out there anymore. At another garage sale not very long ago, I got this cookie jar, depression glass, pink cookie jar, which seems to be in very good condition. Strangely enough, there's usually some, oh no, there's a little chip right here, but it's inside the lid, so I should think it's not going to matter as much. I picked it up for $1, so I was really happy about that. Sometimes people think, oh, it's depression glass, it's older, we've got to price it really high. I don't think I'm going to make that much off of that. It's not maybe as hot as it was at some point, depression glass, but it's still in fairly good condition and charming and decorative, and you know, maybe I'll make $18 to $25. I hope so. It's pretty. I hope someone will enjoy that. Speaking of depression glass, I picked up this dish for $1 with the wonderful swallows in the background. Maybe I can... and the sunset, they're flying into the sunset. This wonderful aquamarine green blue dish color. It's got the tiniest chip on the rim. I don't think anyone would really object to that very much. Another thing that I might try and get, you know, 15 to 20 on, might take less. It's stamped Indonesia and KIG or K1G. It's very hard to see or tell. Jewelry. Unbagging with the raw force of my bare hands. I break into the bag, which will be our treasure trove. Okay, so we start with this pair of earrings that originally was priced $3. I'm not sure why. This always looks like nail polish to me, that someone dabbed a pair of earrings. I myself, you know, wouldn't necessarily go for these, but some people might. They're sweet and glittery. I will see. I might put that in a lot. Oh, great. I should have untangled this before I showed it to you, I guess. Let me see if I can have a moment to work on it so we can at least get an idea. Oh, well, yes. Well, basically what we've got here is a long plastic bead necklace. It won't have a lot of value because it's plastic beads, and I'm sure this is something you could get pretty much anywhere, but it's still a nice kind of, it's got some bigger pearls kind of at the end. It still has a nice bohemian look to it. Somebody might want that. I might put it in a lot. I don't know if you are aware or if you've found the same thing for yourself, but usually how I can tell that beads are plastic is that they won't respond to body heat. So they're not gonna change temperature if I handle them. If I handle them a long time, they might get a little warm, because anything will, but usually glass is cold in the regular environment, and it will warm up to your touch, or if you kind of leave it alone for a bit, you'll see that it cools again. It's usually not as light. Doesn't sound the same from my experience anyways. This is kind of cute. And I would think, although I don't know men's apparel quite as well, but that it's a tie clip. It's got a little pearl on it. I guess it could be a lapel clip. It doesn't seem to say anything like any carats or gold stamp or anything like that. I will double check later, but I don't think so. And we've got great big fashion earrings that are just plastic, and clip earrings that are black. Ooh. Ooh. We've got a necklace. That really looks very retro to me, like a sort of 80s necklace maybe. It's a little brash, a little loud, you know. It's got these big stripes and plastic, large chunky plastic things that do a funky kind of effect here. The black and clear thing. Kind of groovy. So again, that's something that would go into a lot, or maybe in my next garage sale. I don't know about you. Whenever I have a garage sale, I get some jewelry out, and that is the first thing that sells. It sells all day. I put really cheap prices on them, but you know, what's it to me? I bought this bag for $1.50. If I sell these for $1 at a garage sale, and you know, this for $1, then I'm in profit. So that's kind of ridiculously fun. Okay, this was originally $12, then they shoved it into a bag. It's very light, so I don't know at all. Let me just have a look. There's something written here, but I can't tell what it says. So I'm not sure if I'm really in the presence of a 1930s watch. The Art Deco, very geometric kind of type of numbers would indicate to me that this is like 20s, 30s, but it looks so light and shiny that I'm really not sure about this. But you know, someone else might like it for its retro look. You open it up this way, even if it's not the original thing. It doesn't have a pin. So again, this would be for someone who would want to repair a watch, but it has a nice design at the center, and the design of the watch itself is very pleasing and very 1920s, 30s looking. Let me have a last look. If I can see what it says here, but I cannot with the naked eye. Ah, it says Gemex something. So maybe I'll just need to find out what Gemex is and maybe give you a report on the next video. So I'm going to thank you for now and wrap things up. I thank you so much for having a look. As always, we enjoy getting your comments on anything, whether it's to share similar experiences or different experiences. Please leave a comment with whatever you're thinking or want to express. Give a thumbs up if you would like. And I hope we can see you very soon here. And you can also visit our Etsy store. The link should be below. And of course, my Words website, where you can find some stories and some stuff to read, some of my reflections. And I hope you're having a great time picking out there. And we'll talk to you very soon.